Hello, everybody. It's Crustlord here, and yeah, I've got TB with me.
Hello.
I've got Mimo.
Huh?
I've got Dubsy,
Hello.
and I've got JT.
Welcome back.
All right, so y'all just wanna start.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright,
let's
yeah.
just do Jeff first. Who wants to start?
Oof.
Let's see. Who did Jeff play this week? I gotta refresh myself.
Jeff
Let me
Jordan.
go.
played
Let me go to
Jordan.
the dog.
Okay, he lost to Jordan, who was
Oh yeah, let's start off with
previously
that.
Yeah.
he was previously the undisputed number 16. So he lost to who was the worst player, and on some people's list still is the bottom player, and he lost. So that's a shame. And yeah, it's just.
He got to +5, +4 with Gyarados, and still
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's
if he
still
had
the-
brought different coverage, he could have easily swept Jordan, but he just prepped poorly.
Okay, here's the thing: when you bring DD Gyarados every game, they're gonna have something for it.
Yeah.
And it just
Yeah,
so
and-
happened. I mean, he did bring sub this time, which okay. He definitely. Ugh.
And
Yeah.
But
it's
that's
just
the thing. If he had brought different coverage, he'd literally game. Because Jordan doesn't have Intimidate spam. So he
Yeah.
didn't have any pivots.
also
Does Gyarados
Suicune was
get
the only
Thunderfang?
check.
If Gyarados got Thunderfang, then Suicune got blown away.
Wait, does he get Thunderfang?
I think
Probably.
it does.
Does
Probably.
it?
But-
I don't
It
think
has to get something to kill Suicune.
Who's making that? JT, what you doing?
Oh no, it doesn't get
Got
Thunderfang.
Oh my God!
Got it!
Yo, go!
Even if he had brought Crunch, if he had brought Crunch or something, it would have still did more damage. to
Really?
Waterfall.
What?
I'm kicking Jake out of this league.
What the hell?
Dude,
No.
what happened?
He traded for Steela.
He traded
And,
Swellow for
He traded
Steela.
Swellow.
Oh my God!
Get out of here. Nope.
I'm about to disable. I'm about to disable his transactions. Oh
Wait,
my
you got
God.
Celis? Alright, dude. Why?
Oh,
All right,
Oh my
Jake. I'm gonna have
God.
to have a talk with him. Anyway,
I'm sorry to derail.
Anyway.
Not my crowd, dog. So
Speaking
Okay,
of
so
that,
can we just can we change our power rankings mid match? Can I put Jake in number 16 now?
next week.
oh my
I'm
God!
probably not gonna be on PRs next week. If Brandon and Carlos come back.
Oh,
Oh my
But,
God!
sorry for the derail, but
Oh,
Okay. Anyway,
I
Jeff,
was nice too. That's the crazy part. I was nice.
you put him way high.
oh god, should we just restart this?
No.
That's
We haven't got anywhere.
Jesus Christ, man.
All right.
All
Speaking
right.
of Jeff,
Yeah.
So yeah, Jeff lost to Jordan, and neither of them played that well, and he brought the same damn Gyarados. Yeah.
and
Can we talk
with-
about how he brought the most basic Suicune set and Jeff didn't have an answer for it?
Yeah, it's Crocoon, dude.
And then he thunderbolted an Excadrill with Mesmer. That's all you all need to know about that.
Yeah.
Man.
This game. Oh, honestly, I don't understand why he was slower in Sand. So 2 months.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, wait. How is Blacephalon faster than Excadrill?
I mean,
on
even
Sand?
though it's
What?
scarfed, no, it shouldn't
Okay,
outspeed.
but if
Jolly should outspeed.
I think Adamant outspeeds.
Adamant outspeeds.
Yeah.
No, Jolly should outspeed in Sand.
Adamant does
they
though.
both do.
Adamant outspeeds in Sand if he brought speed, but he didn't.
Wait, even if it's scarfed against
Huh?
scarf?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, because it's only 344 against 525, 550 something. It should have been faster.
Okay, it was a bad match. It's just
Also-
yeah.
Jeff decided to set up with his Suicune or with his Gyarados
Gyarados way
when it
too-
literally it's 6-0s everything that isn't called
That isn't
Suicune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm
And
If
he
he had,
did it-
even if he had just saved it until something else knocked out Suicune,
Yeah.
Like what he should have did was he should have used Mimikyu to break Suicune and then used Gyarados to sweep the rest of his
And-
team. But he
And
didn't.
it's not like he started setting up and then Suicune came in. He
No.
switched from Rhyperior into Gyarados and then started setting up on the Suicune.
On the Suicune.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like, okay, I'm just gonna go through the team real quick. All right, so what does he have for Suicune? Jesus Christ, why is it doing this?
Maybe
So
Mesprit or Blacephalon if it's not set up.
Ooh.
Bandit, Psydog.
Tentacruel easily tanks hits and can go for Acid Spray to lower Spadef, but he didn't bring that.
yeah, Acid
Or
Spray actually
Haze.
might. Acid Spray Tentacle is actually not bad.
Cradilly has Storm Drain to be immune to Scald.
Mhm. And yeah, that just beats Crocune. Yeah, so he had multiple things for.
Wait, who has Cradilly?
Jeff.
Jeff? Why did he draft Cradilly? I forgot that was a Pokemon.
And he drafted an 8th round.
Infestation ingrained Cradilly to be even Rorcoon.
He drafted Cradilly before he got Zydog.
I was like I told you, I slept through most of the draft, so like I missed a lot of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fine. See, I thought it was kind of early.
Next on Jordan's team. Why didn't he bring it? What the fuck?
Yeah, nobody knows.
It even beats Chestnut and Salazzle with the right set. Well, not Salazzle. It beats Chestnut and shit. Damn, I sound like a dumbass. Wait a minute. I didn't mean Salazzle. I meant Mimikyu. But...
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that should be fine. Yeah. Jeff had nothing for Suicune, and he on his team he could have brought multiple things, but he decided to bring the same exact team he does every week, and then he got bodied. So yeah.
And he also didn't have anything for Excadrill if it was actually fast enough to understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even though
if he had brought the right EVs for Excadrill would have ran through his entire team.
yeah, he must have brought like max HP or something. Like I don't know why that.
Why?
happened.
Why though?
Well, no, I'm just trying to think of ways because okay, it wasn't.
Life Orb Oko is everything on his team.
I know, but okay, so it wasn't that one ability. So he didn't get the wrong
It
ability.
wasn't.
But was he saying?
He might have been
Force.
Veil.
No, was he saying Force?
Or Sand Force? Maybe.
But the Ironhead did nothing. Did he even click Ironhead? No, he didn't. He just clicked Shadow Claw. I don't know.
At least 15 and 16 are right next to each other, so we can just get them both out of there in one.
All right, so yeah, let's do Jordan. So
at least he won.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
You won.
Yeah,
he won.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't play great. That I don't know what that Excadrill like. I don't know what the problem was.
Junior's having an aneurysm in chat.
I'm about to too. Hold up.
And I battle him next week.
Okay,
in 2 weeks.
for real though.
I battle JT next week. This is 8. Wait, what?
No.
Oh, this week. No, this week. This week. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, glad Jake didn't throw before our match. Holy shit.
Trust me, I tried getting it like 2 days ago.
But anyway.
Oh. How am I gonna win now? Oh my god.
But yeah, one. Okay, look, Leftovers Gigalith is good, but like
But Smooth
there
Rock
are
is so much
certain
better.
weeks. There are certain weeks where you just need Smooth Rock, like. Or is that what it is?
I mean, what does Leftovers
Yeah,
do
it's
against a
Smooth Rock.
Gyarados? Like, you
I
get
mean-
O-Code by Gyarados, you get O-Code by Specs Flash Cannon, you get O-Code by Rhyperior's Earthquake with the right EVs. Like,
I mean, Blacephalon, you don't switch in on it. I think if you
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he was.
you might eat one
Well, then
shot.
why wouldn't he just be
No.
Assault Vest?
1,000 Arrows blows that thing sideways.
It
Tentacruel Skull
eats
does some
Blacephalon.
damage.
Special defensive. Like I'm pretty sure it doesn't to a KO.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Blacephalon get
Oh,
like
I would
energy?
definitely do that. But like, I can't blame him for not running Smooth Rock because his Excadrill wouldn't have swept anyway because he didn't run speed on it for some reason.
No, it doesn't get energy ball. Never mind. I was wrong.
Yeah, he's got a point. If he had speed on it, it would have been better.
Yeah.
He didn't, so.
So So
Just make sure
I don't
your
know, man.
team is fully done before you go into battle, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
double check your prep, and I'm
Yeah.
guilty of not doing that sometimes. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
because this should have been a much easier win. And oh my god,
Oh,
please
no,
bring
no.
the red card Mimikyu like one time, because it could have
Oh,
done.
don't tell him about that. That could have won him the game last week.
Yo, because look,
quite a few games.
red card Mimikyu would have done work this game too. Wait, hold on, let me go to
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, he hits with the
Plus
Rhyperior,
4
and then
Gyarados
what does he
is
switch
also
out
good,
into? So if he switches out, he's +2. I'm pretty sure Zydog dies to Shadow Sneak, right? Like, straight up. Does Zydog die to Shadow Sneak? Well, Blacephalon definitely does.
Yeah.
Or +2. And then depending, on the spread,
Zydog
is
doesn't die.
Mimikyu? Yeah, Mimikyu's faster than Hoopa, unless Hoopa's scarfed.
Zydog does not die.
It doesn't die to a +2. Okay, well that would be like the one bad thing. If that red card wouldn't be good against. Literally everything else, it just OHKOs.
Wait, are you talking about Hoopa Unbound? Because I think Adamant Mimikyu is slower.
Why
No,
would you
it's
be
faster.
Adamant?
Oh, Adamant?
What?
Adamant is actually
faster.
faster. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Hoop is slow.
Yeah, Hoopa's
Yeah,
like
Hoopa's
base
slow
80.
as shit. Oh my god.
But yeah, the red card Mimikyu, just bring it one, just bring it more, because it's better. What item was it? It's leftovers again. Stop bringing leftovers. Jesus Christ. Like, that's literally a terrible item on Mimikyu.
What you mean? It's
Hoopa
gotta
is
heal
slow.
that damage the disguise takes. Come on.
Jesus Christ, bro. Anyway.
Hoopa hits like a truck, but it's
It
so
does.
slow.
Anyway, let's just move on. Most of us have Harley pretty low, so let's do that next.
Oh, he just hasn't been winning. I don't think he's a bad battler per se. He just can't get a win.
Yeah.
Like,
Who do you-
that's about it.
Hold on, let me check the.
I think we've gotten quite a
Okay,
decent
granted.
skill level.
Yeah.
And has made
You
a
fought
point.
Junior, so come
Yeah,
on.
and
now.
Junior,
Like, that's a tough week.
Junior's like a tough. That's a tough game. And I honestly think.
Junior's okay. I'm not gonna ruin the power rankings. But still,
Alright.
like Junior is high.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's high every. He won, so he's not gonna move down.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you look at his schedule, Harley's schedule, real quick. So he had Jake, but that was like week 1
And he lost.
when he was rusty. All right, I'm gonna give him he's rusty. Okay, and then he beat Carlos. Okay, and then he
Who's low
played
tier?
sure. But then
What you
he
mean?
played.
Sure, get out of here.
He played Justin, and then he played Junior, who last week were 1 and 2, and okay, they're 1 and 2 this week. I'm just like,
Okay, yeah.
they're
I mean, he lost to
They're
Jake.
4-0.
We
They're
can
both
give
4-0.
that to Ruff.
okay. He has had one of the hardest schedules so far, so
I guess that's.
and he's playing against Chabs, and I think that's a little bit more to his level this week. No offense, Chabs, but like you're not top 2. But we'll see how he does against Chabs, because I
He
think
beat
he might.
Carlos, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carlos is 1 and 3, and his one win was against some very bad prep.
That doesn't make
Hey,
Carlos a
now.
bad battler, though. Carlos
Yeah,
just
no,
had a rough.
He just had a rough start, like he normally does.
Because look at his schedule, though. Like, Carlos's schedule is gross. Like, the first couple.
Everyone's schedule is kind of gross, to be honest. But yeah, especially. But yeah, really tough schedule so far for Harley. It lightens up a little bit, not too much. Yes, you have to play JT. You have to play JT and then Destin. So we'll see if he can get a win against
We'll
Chabs.
see.
If he can, then I think he's not out of the race at all.
I mean, he should be. I think it could go either way against Destin. I think he beats Jake, and I think he beats Chabs. To be totally fair,
I
so.
think I don't know about Chavs, because Chavs played really well.
No! All he has to do is tilt Chabs, like turn him.
Kill that one mon, Chabs light.
No, you got to kill the one one and then be like easy. Then that's the battle.
Anyway, so yeah, Harley's just had a pretty rough time, and just getting back from a big hiatus, so kind of hard to judge. I would like to put him higher because I think he's capable of being higher, but we'll see. We'll see after this week if he how the Chabs match goes. So,
Can we talk about how he didn't let his Vaporeon die in the first 15 turns this battle though?
Oh yeah, that's an improvement.
Like that was triggering me. But he kept it alive for a while. He still didn't wish pass around as well as he could have.
Yeah, I would like to see some more effective wish passing for sure.
Because doesn't Vaporeon have like a decent HP stat? Isn't it like base 100?
Yeah, no, it's like 110, I think, or 105.
No, it's higher than 110. It's 130.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, so it has a good HP stat.
Yeah, I would like for you, Harley, to maybe switch around your heal bell rolls, because like a lot of the time it's just been on the wrong Pokemon. It just so happens. Because this game, your Vaporeon had a bigger role and it got toxic a lot, and then you had to switch out to heal bell. So maybe you want to, look which mon you think is more effective against. You just have to put the heal bell on the right mon more. That's my advice.
I like his core though. Like his Eon core is actually pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
It's a nice core. It's just it
like
hasn't
Vaporeon
been that
and
effective
Sylveon
lately.
complement each other pretty well.
I don't think his offense is up to
that
par.
strong. I mean, he has a Latios, but
he has a Latios. He's got a Marowak's really strong. Muck's pretty good. Crobat
is too slow. Marowak gets beat by a lot of stuff in League. So.
That's true.
I mean, if it ever gets a free switch and you can't straight out kill it.
Also, okay.
If you bring Rockhead Flare Blitz, something's dying.
Okay. You need. Okay. My biggest thing in this game is whenever Zapdos is out, I don't understand why he didn't just go hard Marowak because it was Lightning Rod, because he had Fire Punch, so it had to be Lightning Rod. So I don't know.
He got rocks up like turn 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's true. Also, I would have liked to see the Latios come out earlier, because Latios is a pretty good defogger.
And he never defaulted with Crobat or Latios.
And also, he left Latios in the back.
I mean, Crobat died at Toronto.
And he sat Crobat like turn 5.
He sat Crobat turn 5, but like
it didn't beat anything though. So.
Yeah. But he like left Lottie in the back the entire game, and that just dies in one turn. Like, if
I understand when you trying to preserve your win conditions, but Latios wasn't his win condition this game.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I honestly think that Marowak was.
I think if Marowak got a couple of free switch-ins, then he like cleaned up. Like Marowak plus Sylveon beat down his entire team. As long as he got if he had HP Fire on the Sylveon.
That's like I think a Trick Room would be nasty.
With his team? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like also, Mienshao, like, you need to rely on that a lot more, because that mom's really good.
It really is.
Granted, it's not that good.
Great abilities.
I understand why you didn't bring against Junior.
It's
not good against Junior. Mienshao isn't good against Junior. But I'm just saying in the future, that'd be really good. And
it has like two of the best abilities for fighting.
I think if you want to consider this is a more Gen 6 team with two of the low-end mons. Just because he's tried them out.
That's true.
Because he's been away for a while, so the last thing he's actually done is play Gen 6. So I think him just trying the two new low-ends out, new to him, that he's just trying to get back, trying to jump from Gen 6, which is what he's known for a while, into Gen 7, where the power creep is just
insane. Like, you guys Z moves.
Yeah, like Latios isn't very good anymore. Like, Latios is one of the least used mons in OU now, so when it was like one of the best in Gen 6, so it was kind of crazy.
So I think that's a big level from that he hasn't quite made the jump to yet.
That's a really good point too. I hadn't thought about that.
But yeah, I think like mid-season he'll definitely pick it up, and like the more he gets used to it, I think the better he'll do. For now, I'm keeping him pretty low, but I definitely can see him being like a mid-tier team and maybe slipping into the playoffs, depending how the rest. Yeah, like maybe like wildcard 2. I think he'll slip in the bottom maybe, but depending how, because God, that's a tough conference. Like Destin's playing really well, and then both JT and Justin are playing really well now too. And then Hank's off and on, and Mimo can
Yeah, I
pull
hate
out
to
some
be in that
wins,
conference.
and that's both conferences are pretty tough. It's
I
kind
mean,
of
Carlos is good, but he's just had a rough start.
and
It's like
when
a
Carlos
week,
gets back in the
which
gear,
means
that'll be tough. So I legitimately don't know who is going to come out on top in the West, especially in that second wildcard
I
spot.
know who's coming out on top in the West. But
I know who's coming out on bottom because he's throwing, but we'll get to that
feels
later.
bad, dude. Yeah, can we put him? Can I change my power rankings? Like,
feels bad.
All right,
Don't worry, he's gonna drop like a rock next week.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to Mimo.
I feel like he's
I
gonna
think
win
Mimo and then
his
me.
meme games.
What'd you say?
I feel like he's gonna win one of his meme games.
Maybe one.
Yeah.
We'll see.
or
But
Mimo.
all right, let's go on to Mimo now. Let me get your game up. There it is. Okay.
Played against Destin.
Mimo, you brought
Right.
nasty plot man to buzz. We talked about this.
Hey, I was in favor of that. It could have
Absolutely
worked.
disgusting.
Okay.
It could have worked.
Here, I thought you played better than you did the week before.
The week before, you played way too passive, my guy.
Correct.
Like,
However, here's my thing. when you're facing a Bronzong that's spamming Toxic, don't switch into your win con.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
because if Zerk didn't get Toxic, it won.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, straight up. Okay, granted, he had a lot of priority. So it might have
But
died.
he had screens.
That's true.
It wouldn't have got worn down.
Yeah, I
Like,
definitely would, because okay, Destin's leading Bronzong like every week, right? Or
Yeah.
unless he switches up. So lead something that counters Bronzong, and then once Bronzong's out, then you can start setting up screens and then going into Zerk. But definitely, if he reveals the talk, you have to scout. You should definitely like scout for does he has Toxic and whatever. You just have to kind of play around with your opponent's team before triggering your win con. Because if your win con, gets harmed in any way, whether it's a really big hit or like a Toxic or a burn or something, then yeah, you really need to. Because if Zerk didn't get Toxic, you won.
Now, something else that I did want to point out as well is I like the refresh competitive Milotic.
That was
Because
nice.
I was talking to Hank during that game, right? Where like we were in a private call, and I was explaining to him why competitive is brought over Marvel Scale sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling him about this set, and it just so happened that Mimo brought it.
Mm-hmm.
However, you let Milotic get too weak, like you ice beam this arena when I think you should have recovered,
refreshed.
and then you should have refreshed.
Yeah.
After that, so it's like you kind of clicked your
Yeah,
buttons.
because
in the
the thing, yeah, and that's
no, it gets yeah. So go ahead.
sorry. Yeah, the more he wants to damage you with Trop Kick, then the more a special attack you'll get.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. So, and I think eventually you'll Oko it at +6, maybe, probably not. I don't know, whatever. But
yeah, so all you have to do is refresh first and then recover.
yeah,
and then
you will
spam
definitely
recover.
Oko that at +6. So
Because his Toxicer was gone, so there's no way
Yeah.
that he like.
So if he just
You know
continued
what
to
I was worried about was the Rotom though.
The Rotom isn't Okoing.
the Rotom isn't Okoing Milo at full, and you're Okoing.
But I'm
it.
not doing anything to it at +6.
Your skull kills it. It literally kills it.
I didn't
The
have
Rotom.
Ice Beam does more than half. I'm
I mean,
very
it's also
positive.
coming out on rocks.
What was your set then?
Yeah, it's also coming out of
If
rocks.
you didn't have skull,
I don't remember. It was some type of bull. I think I had Toxic or something.
then
Why do you have
Toxic it and just
Yeah,
spam recover.
That's true. And if he Volt switches out, then Ice Beam's effective against the other two. But yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
think Milo could have swept from here out.
Yeah, it really
You're
could have.
correct.
Like you choked.
It had potential too, yeah.
Like you choked twice. Like this game was yours.
Mm-hmm. Like, you definitely should have waited to Ice Beam until you were as healthy as you could be.
I mean,
Yeah.
that could have definitely been a couple solid turns, or
It would have been stally, but it would definitely put a lot of pressure on Destin to like make some moves. If your message to him was, I'm literally just gonna sit here and refresh and recover, you have to do something about it, or else I'm gonna get to +6 and maybe even sweep you.
or that, or what you could have done is
Because Destin should have been on the back
on the
foot.
overheat, and then use that to set up.
Yeah, because when you're in that position, like I know we're saying, oh, you're playing too passively, but when they don't do anything they're playing passively to you, and they're just doing like less than 50%, and they're trying to toxic you. You can just refresh, recover, and just gain that attack over and over again, and you're forcing him to make a move. And once he makes a move, then you're going to be at full HP and not toxic and +6. So.
And I know in the game sometimes it doesn't feel like you have the power play, but you have to look at your play.
Yeah, especially my biggest thing is like, okay, if they're doing less than 50% and I have a recover mon with an upside that will gain over time, if I can sneak, well, with this it's even easier since competitive is boosting automatically, but but yeah, I definitely think you should have played a little bit more patiently with Milo, and I also think you should have played a little bit more patiently with the circuitry, maybe, waiting until he wasn't in a position to toxic or hit you really hard. But yeah, you did take our advice of being more aggressive. However, I think you misguided a little bit, but I definitely think that, with this advice, yeah. Hopefully you'll take this advice.
I think I'll be more aggressive next week. I think I got y'all.
Oh, okay. That's good.
All right. And meanwhile, one more thing is with your Slurpuff is the standard belly drum set is play rough, return, and drain punch.
Drain punch. Yeah.
And if you drain punched the Manaphy, then you would have been out of range of the Zygarde's extreme speed.
Yeah, you would have won the game. Just off of that too.
Was that not banded?
Or the Bronze Thief? Junior.
Thief is bad.
Why would you get Thief on Unburdened?
Specifically for the Bronzong, and we wanted to get leftovers.
But you lose your speed.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Your speed, actually.
But look at Jake, dude. Oh my god, I swear.
The thing is, you led with your circuitry, and all it did was kill the Bronzong, and I was like, okay, now Slurpuff can sort of just win.
And then it didn't. Didn't because you didn't bring Drain Punch. Like, what? Ugh.
I had gotten the Thief leftovers, though.
Oh, my lord.
And then you lose your speed.
Exactly.
No, you don't lose the speed. That's the thing.
Do.
You lose.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You want
That's
to
how Unburdened works.
Yeah, when you when you lose your item off of Unburdened.
That's why it's called Unburdened. Because you don't have an item.
You,
and then when you get an item back, you're burdened again.
I'm fairly sure that you keep the
No, it says under the description, it says speed is doubled on held item lost, but boost is lost if switches, gets new item or ability.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No,
we just can read.
Well,
anyway.
It was a little bit too hot. Definitely counterintuitive.
Tell a man's not hot. Oh my
lord.
lord.
It was so hot that it burned out. Oops, my bad.
I said babe. Man, it's not hot. Alright, let's go on.
I'm done on Spotify. Hold on.
I have it on my meme playlist.
Alright, so who's next?
I also got
It's me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. TPB.
TPB is garbage at this video game and he needs to quit the league.
Hey, Noah, you suck.
You're right.
Oof. Alright, let's look at this TPB match.
Okay, say something back, bro.
I saw Tyrantrum and it started setting up, and I was like,
oh yeah, you let the Tyrantrum get to +4 speed.
Huh?
Dude. It was 3, dude. That's still not good.
Alright, what am I supposed to do though?
Alright, you go into wait, was Coco Scarf?
Yes.
It killed.
Go out to Coco before
JT doesn't know it's Scarf. If he set up 2 Dragon Dances then attacked.
That doesn't oh my god, why would you going into Chansey's actually like the worst thing you could do.
I didn't go into Chansey. What do you mean?
Yes, you did.
No, okay.
I thought he was already in the Chansey.
No, the Tyranitar died, and then you went into Chansey.
Wait,
like an idiot. That's literally the worst play you can make.
Coco doesn't kill when it's not fucking without damage. Yeah. And then I didn't know.
Yes,
I know. And
no, I'm pretty sure he killed.
No,
And
it didn't. With what?
It was in rocks.
Dazzling Gleam.
Dazzling Gleam.
I didn't have Dazzling Gleam.
What?
Oh, you didn't?
Why would you
No.
not bring Dazzling Gleam
Oh
on
my
Coco
lord.
against the team with 2 dragons and its stab?
Because fucking Grassknot still did like 60.
Oh my god.
Oh
But
my
he has
God.
a Salamence.
And he has a Tyrantrum, who's always Scarf/DD.
It's always Scarf.
Okay.
And he has
bad.
Palucci.
That's
Also,
Oh my
here's the thing.
lord.
Here's the thing. Hold on.
Thunderbolt and Palucci,
My
but still.
question is, why did you go out to literally into anything other than Chansey?
If he was Scarfed, Cloyster died. Lando died. Coco didn't kill him, then died. Scarfed won at that point, unless I went Chansey. I didn't know he was Dragon Dance. Like,
Yeah, but-
if he was Scarfed, I literally lost, unless I went Chansey.
Wait, does Lando die?
Yes, it does.
Well,
Oh
ain't
yeah,
that
it's
something?
at like 70%. It was.
If he was Scarfed, I lost unless I
Wait,
went
why'd you
Chansey.
wish though? Why didn't you just seismic?
Oh,
I-
I get. Well, to be fair,
I didn't know he was
he-
Dragon Dance. I didn't
He
know
was
he was Dragon
he
Dance.
was able actually to live
Okay,
a
wait.
Scarf head smash relatively easily.
Yeah, I thought this was
Wait.
Scarf, and
So
like-
when I DD'd,
All right. To be fair, he head smashed before he showed Dragon
Yes,
Dance.
like-
so
That's
it's
true.
fair to assume
That's
that it
true.
was
That's true.
Scarf.
All right, here's my second complaint. TPB, can you please bring Ice Shard and Cloyster for once?
why? Why would I ever?
Because
Ice Shard is ass.
it would have saved
Okay.
you like 3 of your games. This is like the 3rd time.
Didn't
I
save
sure
him
What
against
do
the-
you mean? The 1 week oh my lord.
Yeah, the one week
The 1
where
week
it could
I
have.
brought it. It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Yes, it
It
did.
did matter.
It did
No,
matter
the 1
because
week
you
I
sacked
brought
it
it.
first.
Shut-
Hold on, it was against
The
Mimo,
one-
and
No.
when he
oh yeah, and
when he
I brought it against
CC'd,
Jeff, and it didn't do anything.
but
Priority is
it would
so
have
good.
it
just
would have
because
saved
it
you
matters.
for 2 weeks
It
if
is
you use it
good.
correctly.
But I can't sweep.
Oh, and by
if
the
I
way,
have to bring Ice Shard.
You can
So?
sweep. Bring Rock
That doesn't-
Blast, Icicle Spear, and Ice
Yeah.
Shard with Shell
That doesn't sweep him.
yeah,
he's a flying
Oh
team.
my lord.
Icicle Spear definitely.
Yeah,
Rock Blast.
Icicle Spear,
No.
Rock Blast, Ice Shard, Shell Smash wins.
All right.
that was the
all right.
one. Okay, that was the one thing I feared against your entire team, which was like I have to.
I did have
Get in.
I brought the sweeping Cloyster. I just didn't get to come in.
I just had to keep it from coming in.
That thing fell
That
over.
was
If
my
it
entire
had
goal.
Ice Shard
Oh
though,
my lord.
Can we talk
And
about how
Toad
Cloyster
outspeeds
just
it
fell
under
over?
rate,
though?
so I couldn't set up as long as Pelipper was around. Like, as long as Pelipper was around, I couldn't set up with Cloyster because Toad just comes in and kills it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It
but
does
why'd
if it's
you-
special.
Wait, why'd you wish on the first DD though? Like, what?
I didn't know he was Dragon Dance. If he was Head Smash, then
His
he goes
Death
for Head
Magic
Smash.
was-
True,
Then I honestly I Dragon Dance to see if he had counter.
yeah. Ah.
Mm,
But apparently I'm the only one who runs that.
yeah, you're right.
So
You know what? No,
Wait, why'd you stand a Seismic Toss after he DD'd?
huh? Because
Yeah,
if he set up one DD, then just clicked Head Smash, I lost.
no.
Because
Coco's faster.
You sacked, so I think
okay,
you sacked.
it does.
I think you sacked
It is
something and got the
faster.
Coco.
Coco's,
Yeah, but
yeah,
I can't
if you
sack something
if you
if
would
you-
have because if you would have seismic tossed, it would have been in range.
What?
If you would have
Yeah.
seismic tossed, you would have been in range for Coco. If he only set up
On
one
turn
DD.
20, I did Seismic Toss. He was in range.
Oh yeah.
Well, why
you're
didn't you
right.
just seismic toss right away?
Because I didn't know.
no,
Noah, I've said this 10 times. I'm done. I'm leaving. You guys can do PRs. Have fun.
Feels bad. man.
Leave.
I'm done.
Definitely. At least you didn't lose to Jeff.
You right.
Wait, I did get up to +4 speed, huh?
No, that's because you have the stupid
The
salad.
I
berry.
forgot that was Sonic Berry.
Yeah.
Garbage item.
All right, are we done
Anyway,
roasting?
yeah, we're done. We're done roasting
kid-
TPB.
I'm done.
Feels bad. Man.
Okay.
Other
who's
than that
next?
one part, I played all right.
Let's do
Oh,
Jake.
Justin just saw the transaction.
I was scared.
Let's do Jake.
Alright, Mr. Thrower McThrower Pants. Alright.
All right, so Mr. Thrower McThrower Pants over here.
Oh boy. All right, we're talking a week 4.
Week 4.
Week 4
Jesus
was
Christ.
his match.
Oh,
against-
week 5.
This
we're
man,
coming in
this
hot.
man sticky webbed against an arachnid.
Huh?
Why?
Why would a Rack when they go for Magic Coat? Come on.
Because
All right.
Okay, because
come on.
No. Here's why it was a good play because because like, oh duh, he's just gonna. Okay, so here's what Jake was probably thinking, like, he's gonna think I'm gonna thunder, so I'm gonna trick him in sticky web, even though Araquanid.
Who carries magic coat? I'm done.
It's
Every
actually
set?
not uncommon.
Yeah, Araquanid has 5 moves.
Bandit is the only set.
Exactly, it could have been Bandit Magic Coat. That's a set. Like,
What?
yes.
He also has spider web.
Yeah, no.
He also has the
Yes,
spider
it
web.
is.
Bandit Magic Coat is not a set.
Yes, it
That
is.
I'm done. Get out of here.
I've never seen that as a set.
I've ran it.
Magic Coat.
I've ran it in another league.
I've never
No,
seen
you
Bandit
run
Magic
you
Coat.
can run Bandit and a status move. A lot of the time it's sticky
you
web.
run
But,
Bandit sticky web.
Okay,
would
but
you run
why-
Bandit
okay,
Magic Coat?
Bandit-
because
toxic,
he has
but
Galvantula. Why?
So it's Bandit into Magic Coat, and then what does it do turn 2?
Well, let's see what he does turn 2. He thunders. And he has Wakanberry because it was literally a counter.
All right,
Exactly.
No. All right. If
Because
it was
he
Bandit,
outplayed
if it was
Jake.
Bandit, if it was Bandit,
That's
what would it have done on turn 2?
Um,
I'm not arguing for Jake. He played pretty
Well,
bad.
no. I'm not saying he should have brought Bandit this week, but I'm just saying theoretically it's a set.
Oh my lord! But all right, theoretically, he's Bandit.
Can we talk
Magic
about
Coat.
how theoretically he got walled by an Umbreon? Like,
Hey, don't sleep on him.
But anyway,
No, because he has Gambler.
but Bandit Araquanid with a status move is a thing. That's all. I'm saying.
With sticky web is a thing. Sure. I'm done. Bandit Magic Coat.
Bandit Toxic are a thing, but I've never heard of Bandit
Bandit Magic Coat.
Okay, let's just skip through this game.
He just played pretty bad.
Jake got pooped on. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Jake had 0 win conditions.
I think
You
so.
let-
and
Zero was his win
The
condition.
Don fan gets
No, but the thing is, on turn 37, he kills the Nihilego, and then sweeps unless it was a Scarf Victini.
Why did he
But he
call
went
mine
for
plus
Calm
one
Mind
line
again.
ago?
Yeah. What?
Like,
Because he was throwing.
Why?
I was like, okay, he's just played pretty poor until that turn. I was like, okay, what are you doing?
Wait,
Yeah, Jeff is very, very momentum based, and since he's on a losing streak,
That's
he's
not
just trying
Jeff.
to throw it off.
Jake.
I mean Jake, sorry. Yeah, like in our other league, when Jake was winning, he starts losing, he just falls off the face of the planet.
But did he like his team?
And
I
that
don't know.
league, yes, I
well, he
think
was
did.
winning. Yeah.
So exactly, I think he has to like his team really well and not just realize my team isn't because I think it is. And once he
I
realizes
don't think
that-
I don't think the team has anything in place to be totally
No, I
honest.
think it does for Jake because if he likes his team, he can do really well with it. But then when he realizes it's not that good and I'm having a hard time prep with it, he continues to decline.
Let
We're
me
4
see.
weeks into this, and my point has continued to be proven week
Wait,
after
what?
week.
It's no excuse to throw though. Like that's just wow.
yeah, like, okay. I'm gonna talk
Hey,
with
I'm
him
not
later.
throwing.
I'm gonna talk with him later. Because, yeah, I'm gonna have some
I'm
words.
keeping that mon.
Anyway,
Noah said he's gonna have some.
I'm gonna have some words. You already know. Alright, let's talk about Travis.
God.
Chavs.
Jab's played okay.
He got a win, but
Yeah.
it was
Jab's got a
Jake
free win.
when he's
it was
throwing.
yeah, it was against Jake who's throwing. I like the Araquanid. That was cool. That was
I mean, it
smart.
was smart.
I agree. That was smart. You know what
Must be
isn't
nice
smart?
to get a
Oh my
free
god!
Yard.
I was saying theoretically because you can run any status move in the 4th
Get out
slot
of here.
when you have
I wish
Get
I
out of
could.
here.
I mean, I wish I could get a free win. Like God, it's insane.
Damn.
Yeah, because you don't play him, right?
You just got one.
What do you mean? Oh, that's
Week
me.
before.
Wait. Oh.
That's me.
Dang.
I mean,
you did wheelchair him. I'm done.
I was like low key throwing because I didn't know what to do.
I mean, that wasn't like an active throw though. Like you
It was a
didn't have
passive
anything-
throw.
Yeah,
My
it was
head
just
was
like-
not. We'll get about it later. We'll talk about it later.
I got some words for that.
We'll talk about. I know you do, and your advice is valid, but it doesn't.
Didn't you have?
It doesn't.
Did you have all 3 elemental punches against my team?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we'll get to that later. So Chabs, he played decently. against
Yeah.
throwing Jake. The Wakanberry was cool.
So honestly, what this came down to is whoever got tilted first lost.
Yep. Fair point.
Wait, whoever
Alright,
what?
who's fucking insane?
I'm done.
Hi, Justin.
Everybody okay?
Whoa.
Who's yelling in chat?
It's Justin.
Yep,
Welcome
just.
back,
Well,
Justin.
Justin, we can talk about it later. We're doing PRs right now.
Oh my
Bye,
lord.
guy.
Hey, okay, everyone.
Trade.
It's okay. Justin's gone.
Bye, Justin.
Bye.
He just came in to talk about that trade.
He was like baby raging because reactable KB trade for Hoopa.
Anyway,
Dude.
he played well.
Can we move on? These games are triggering me.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the good games?
So, are we going to Hank yet?
All right, who's next?
who's next?
I mean, it could be
Would
Carlos.
it be- would it be Carlos next?
Carlos. Okay. All right, so Carlos
Carlos.
threw. All right, hold up. What was that Quillfish
Game
said?
of Thrones.
It was weakness policy explosion.
Full spadef.
Hold on.
Full spadef
Why-
against the KB, by the way.
Why wasn't it stashed?
Because
Huh?
the Intimidate was supposed to let him live the Fusion Bolt.
Okay,
But
but
it
does
was
he
full
know?
of-
That it
Yeah.
was Z.
Does he know
It
that
was
Kirim is
fully
Z?
spadef.
I don't think he was expecting Gigavolt Havoc.
I mean, that's fair. It's not common. I'll give him that.
Yeah, Gigavolt
But
Havoc.
like, there's
KB
no
is-
reason to not be sashed.
Because he needed the +2 attack
No.
to Oko.
He was hoping to
with
sweep
explosion.
with the Quillfish.
No, he wasn't. I think he just wanted to kill KB.
He needed that +2 attack to KO the
Yeah,
to KO
I guess.
KB. So
But he needed to be fully defensive for that to.
But
that
For him
wait,
was
to have a
like
chance to-
Gigavolt Havoc. A Fusion Bolt lets him live.
okay,
He got wheeled.
sure, but
Like in theory, it could have worked,
sure, but
but what happened was a whole different story.
here's the thing: when you see a Quillfish, you're like, he's gonna lead with it. And all I'm saying is that, like, I'm not necessarily gonna say that I would have predicted the Z Fusion Bolt.
Gigavolt.
Yeah, if I would have seen the Gigavolt Havoc coming. However, like, it's still a mistake no matter what. To
And
not
then he had
see
an
it coming.
unfortunate toxicness on the Superior.
Yeah.
Like, that was super unfortunate.
It's just not a
How
fun
fast
time
is
for
Sneasel? I
Carlos.
don't think his Sneasel
No.
EV correctly. Because doesn't Sneasel outspeed Superior? Because
Yes.
Sip was a Scarf.
Why did he icicle
Yeah,
crash?
Sneasel is... No,
Like,
Sneasel is
I know
115.
I know he's going into KB, but like there's like no reason because icicle crash
To
is still
let-
doing a decent amount to KB.
No,
Like,
but here's my thing. Against a Serp that's +6, you Icicle Crash regardless.
yeah, like,
Because if you don't, you just lose the game.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
like making a really big reach prediction that could lose you the game, which in percentage wise, most people are not switching out of a plus, of
+6. Serp.
Yeah, that was a +6 SERP.
Oh, it did outspeed it. He just didn't. He clicked low kick.
Yeah, he clicked low kick.
Yeah.
Like when you've got a +6 SERP in your face, like granted,
He's
it
not
could
switching
very well
out.
happen that he switches into either Arc Lucario or KB, but you're not in the
something
position.
else.
You're just not in the position to make predictions.
No.
You gotta get rid of what's in front of you.
Mhm.
That's what matters at that point.
Especially
Especially a +6.
yeah.
Which is why he tried for that weakness policy Quillfish. He wanted to get rid of what's in front of him,
Yeah, but it didn't work.
I'm done.
but it didn't work.
but yeah,
I mean, it was
he didn't
it's an
play
interesting
great.
set too.
And granted, it was against a really good team, but
Yeah.
like
Trash
But
team.
he got 6-0.
This is a trash
He
team.
tried to Iron Head flinch through a freaking Arcanine.
Yeah.
no,
It
that
could've
was well. I mean, that was his last chance left.
Yeah.
Even if he killed the Arcanine, he still lost though. Like,
It's different.
I guess he's trying to save the
you gotta do what you can.
hmm
I just thought it was rude how Justin was toying with him and going for after the
24.
Bulu died. Okay, great. Okay, I'll give him. Okay, the Bulu's still alive. He's Scarf, whatever. But going for Will-O-Wisp and Morning Sun, like, bruh, that's rude.
Oh, yeah.
That's so
feels
rude.
bad, man.
That's the way to go.
That's the rudest thing I've ever seen.
That's
A nice BM.
yeah.
Hey, he's trying to get a 6-0. He wants to wheelchair him. Come on.
Yeah.
That Arcanine puts in work, though. Petition to ban Justin from drafting it next season.
All right, I'll first round it. Don't worry.
Okay, we don't have to go that far.
So,
Hey, I just saw someone draft a round 2 Perugly. I'll gladly first round Arcanine.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It was something else though.
Alright, so whose match is after that? This is making me depressed.
I think it's Hank.
Hank.
Oh, Hank versus
Wait,
Brandon.
hold on.
Wait.
I'm flipping slides. It's
Oh.
I'd say Hank.
most
it's Hank.
people have Brandon Brandon below Hank.
We're doing
What?
It's the same. It's the same game, so it's fine.
I guess, yeah.
We'll just talk about
Wait,
them
that's
both.
crazy. We have like 3 people. We have like 3 games. Like both the battlers like right next to each other.
Whoa.
I
Whoa.
mean, that's because you were saying that number 4 for losing your game pretty badly to Dubsy, which.
Oh my God, Dubsy's.
I'm done.
I put Dubsy above me the entire time. Okay, other than week 1.
And you didn't move.
Huh? Exactly,
So,
because I beat Destin.
So this is how it works, guys. If you beat one of them and he beats one of them, that means you
Exactly. This is This is Noah's rankings. Come on. It's the round robin theory.
Okay, I'm expected to lose against Dubsy. It doesn't matter what the differential is, but I beat Destin. Therefore, I'm between the two.
Feels bad.
That doesn't
Nice
make
round,
sense.
Rob.
Okay, so
I haven't
as long
lost
as you beat as long as you beat a top tier team, that means you should belong in the top tier players.
And also if you don't lose to teams you shouldn't lose to, which I haven't lost. I haven't lost to any teams I shouldn't have lost to.
Okay.
I've lost to the number 1 and number 3 team.
I'm losing to JT next week. Don't worry. Feels bad though. Well, this week anyway.
Anyway,
you got this
so
feel, of course you lose.
let's just do
Lord.
Brandon and Jeff Brandon and Hank at the same time.
All right.
All right, the banded Lando is great.
Yeah.
Okay,
So about
turn
this
1.
volcano that came,
Turn
this
1.
volcano came.
Hank is
Hey, shush.
garbage at turn 1s. Oh wait, were you saying something, JT? I'm sorry.
No, I was
Alright,
gonna say this
alright.
volcano came.
So
And,
Oh
basically,
yeah.
Azumarill sweeps everything except for Volcanion. So I was like, okay, bring Azumarill. Volcanion might not even come, and you could just easily 6-0. And now JT's like, Volcanion came. Ooh.
I bet Volcanion would have
Duh.
came. Yeah.
Essentially. But
Alright.
it was his only switch in, which makes sense why it would
Yeah.
come.
Why didn't he just EQ? Whoa, never mind.
Okay, no.
Why did
Let me
he U-turn on the
get
freaking
exactly.
volcano?
Okay, let me get to that.
Yeah.
Hank's garbage at turn 1s. Okay, so he was like, I'm gonna predict the Tornadus. Okay, you've got a
That was
scarf.
the easiest U-turn.
You have a
life,
scarf
bro.
Heliolisk in the back when he has 0 ground types.
Yeah.
You could easily U-turn.
That
Go
was
into
the
and then
easiest-
if he goes into Tangrowth, perfect. That's doing a crap ton of damage. And if he gets the prediction of the Torn, then perfect. I get to do even more damage with Heliolisk, and then I get to Volt Switch or T-Bolt. What? Actually, the only thing I resist is Tangrowth.
He
So
could Volt turn through his entire.
yeah, he could literally just Volt turn throughout his entire team. Like, oh my
So
god.
I'm a real big fan of this Goodra stat.
Why did he stay in?
Get
Wait,
out of
so
here.
my thing is, why did he stay in? Why did Brandon stay in with Metagross on LT though?
Because
That
he knows
was-
Hank has bad at predictions, so I'm assuming he would have thought he would have switched out during the.
Who doesn't click
U-turn.
Earthquake against a Metagross?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was kind of.
Well, I mean, turn 1 Hank did show
He
he's
did.
not clicking EQ against the Volcanion, so I mean,
That's
I guess.
Yeah,
fair.
true.
But like,
Maybe he didn't have.
Like he could have EQ'd.
it's too early to risk it, bro. Like, okay,
Yeah.
in the risk reward scenario, Metagross Metagross doesn't get Ice Punch,
No.
right?
And what does Metagross do this game, actually?
If it doesn't get Ice
I
Punch,
think it beats Heliolisk.
That's okay. It beats
Maybe.
Heliolisk if it's healthy.
It beats Heliolisk.
If it's
and then
healthy,
Tornadus.
if it's
Sweet.
above like 50%, it beats it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, why
Lando-
did he just sacked it when it was at full HP? Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it beats Heliolisk, and then that's the only thing that like stops Torin from doing stuff.
Well, it can't really like switch into Heliolisk well. It can just
Yeah, it can-
revenge
I'm not
kill it.
saying like
revenge
if you
it.
kill Heliolisk, doesn't like nothing goes.
I mean, Heliolisk does do a ton of work this game.
Yeah.
So I guess, but yeah, he definitely should have saved it. Like the risk reward was way too low, like for because Metagross is only doing probably like half to Lando with Meteor Mash.
or Ice Punch.
Does he
Yeah,
Ice
Ice
Punch?
Punch.
Oh,
Gets
okay.
Ice Punch. Ice Punch.
Oh, okay.
There's a
So
reason why it's maneuvers.
Yeah,
It's normal
Mega
Meta-
gets Ice Punch.
anyway, but
No, Mega
okay,
Gross
so
is
it gets
covered
ice.
already.
He probably went for the Ice Punch there. However, okay, he was predicting the Rock Slide. Like Hank
Or
could
Why would he rock slide?
exactly. Well,
I
he
don't
Rock
know.
Slide against the
He rock
Volcanion.
slided into a Volcanion.
Yeah, so I'm
To
like,
be fair, Rock Slide is super effective against Volcanion, not so much against Metagross. So.
okay,
Yeah.
sure, but he should.
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
yeah, there's no reason. Okay, so I'm just okay. Let me give them a thought. So Brandon was like, I think he's gonna Rock Slide instead of U-turning and EQing, which are both really good plays in this scenario. And granted, well, he'd probably go on a Chandelure. I mean, he might have EQ.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Brandon thought he would go for the worst play possible.
Yeah, and, like-
like that was literally the worst possible play.
he was banking on a Rock Slide, which, like,
This doesn't make it.
It doesn't make
Make it a
sense.
better play. 'Cause
Like,
he thought it was.
turn one made a little bit of sense, a teensy bit, because it does it's super effective against Volcanion. I'll give him that. But there's literally zero reason to go for Rock Slide against Gross.
That was awful. Like, I'm sorry, Brandon.
Like that was a really bad prediction, Brandon.
I know you're a good player, but damn.
Yeah, I mean, he says he's busy while he's on, or he was on League earlier, but
I'm done. Also, turn 9, you have Scald on your Slowbro, but you go for Calm Mind thinking, maybe I'll thaw turn 1. Like,
I
like,
don't understand what
that's-
that was super lucky.
yeah,
I don't
that
know.
was super
okay.
lucky.
Look. Hank might have predicted the switch out. I don't think
Yeah,
the
I
toxic
think that's
was that.
fair.
I
It's
don't.
it's a frozen Slowbro.
It's a yeah.
Yeah.
Slowbro.
Yeah, but all
Slowbro doesn't
Slowbros carry
touch.
Scald.
Slowbro does not touch.
That was the freest sunny day of his life. Right then and there. And then he could have win.
Was
Sunny
that
day.
the turn to Sunny Day though?
Yes.
And then he crit the Forges, and then Hank crit the Forge.
Yes, that was
Actually-
the sunny.
That didn't matter. The
Because
floor just
never-
dies.
If it was Fizdef, it
You
mattered.
said it was
I guess.
Bandit, right?
Yeah, it's banded.
Yes.
Does Bandit Oko Forges?
Yes.
Yes.
It's Fizdev.
I'm pretty
Not
sure
if it's
it is.
Fizdef. Not if it's Fizdef.
Not if
It
it's
would have
Fizdev.
it would have died after for the toxic though.
Yeah, that's true, but it would have gotten like a Moonblast off. You know?
Yeah.
That's just feels bad though.
So yeah, he
I
goes.
mean,
got the
yeah.
Sunny Day Gudra. All right, let me skip to the worst play in the game.
You mean when he solar beams?
Yes.
Oh.
Why did he? There was no
I told
reason.
him to put Energy Ball.
Okay.
I told him to put Energy Ball
I
on
think-
it. for
Hold
that
on.
exact reason.
Here's my okay. Shadow Ball with stab.
Why didn't he click
Does
Shadow Ball? That was
more.
my other thing.
It does
he could
more
have clicked Shadow
to
Ball.
everything. Nothing on his team is
Nothing
weak to
resisted.
grass. Why
Nothing
did you not
resisted.
go for Shadow Ball?
Hold on.
Sh-
Wait,
if
what
he
turn is that?
if he if he Shadow Ball the rest, like just spam Shadow Ball,
He was
like
Specs too.
yeah, he won the game. Like it would have killed Volk.
I don't know why he.
It
I
would have
don't
killed
understand why he
Volk.
did that either.
It would have 2-hit KO'd Tangrowth. And if Tangrowth wasn't AV, it definitely would have OHKO'd.
Yeah.
It looks like it was AV though. So it would have 2-hit KO'd and Tangrowth's doing. I mean, has EQ, but I don't think that OHKO's.
Wait,
Torn
it was-
probably doesn't OHKO against Shandy at full. Like,
I mean, it has knockoff and Shandy's defenses.
yeah,
kinda
I
trash,
guess.
So
Well,
probably
Yeah,
it.
but you have no.
But
one
no. But
attacking. That's when
it's probably gonna be an
it's-
uninvested knockoff. So I don't think
Yeah.
that OHKO's.
I don't know.
It does
I mean-
a good chunk though.
Yeah, I mean it does a good chunk, but then Specs does I mean, it doesn't have specs anymore, but the Shadow Ball does more than half for sure. And then that's like it's just extra damage. Like, why did there was no reason to go for Solar Beam.
Yeah.
Because nothing was weak to it.
Mimo and I roasted him in 11 when he came back because we didn't understand it either.
No, I told him not to put Solar Beam on the first place. I said click Energy Ball because you don't have guaranteed stun up the whole game. Plus, his Heat Rock got knocked off, so that reinforces what I said even further.
I think that's what he said. He's like, "Oh, my son should have been up."
Huh? You didn't need it.
Against the rest of his team, Shadow Ball would have just scaled everything. I don't know. I like this team. That Heat Rock, good drip, and work.
But Solar Beam doesn't. Ugh.
But
Hank is probably the most inconsistent battler I've ever seen.
Yep. He beat Brandon though.
Yep.
And Brandon's good. So.
Yep.
All right. Let's talk about JT.
Oh boy.
Oh hey.
Wait, what match was this?
This is the TPB match.
Oh no! Baby.
So yeah, finally.
Back to TPB.
Someone brought DD T-Tar, and I told
Tyrantrum.
Yeah, or Tyrantrum, my bad. But yeah, I told Carlos like in one of the games, like, bro, DD T-Tar like sweeps, and then he didn't bring it. I was like, but I've been saying DD T-Tar is like good against a lot of these passive teams, especially like with Chansey, and I think.
So I'm gonna say this: it was good against him if I could get double gone.
Yeah, I should have kept double because that's the one thing I thought. Wait.
Did you not have EQ?
I had Firefang.
Oh.
Huh?
What?
Cartana.
Why?
Cartana.
Oh. Wait, TBB, have you brought Cartana yet?
1 week. I don't like Cartana. Do you want it?
Can I have it?
Ask Cartana my way.
Yo, give me Cartana for Celebi right now.
Let me pair with Celesteela.
I don't want
Give me Cartana for Celebi right now, please.
I don't want Cartana.
Please don't take me.
I mean, Cartana's kind of heat with Heatran, I'm not going to lie.
I don't know, just like Banded, Cartana kind of put in the work, as well as Banded T-Tar.
Give me Cartana.
I don't want to get rid of anything, and I can't do a double trade. That's rough.
We'll see.
Give me Cartana for Celebi.
I'm just kind of worried and prep building for a lot of your Banded ones. Yeah. I don't know. I got lucky. My Blissey set was made to beat the Shuttle Cloister at +2. Because I was Wiki Berry counter. So I would have loved the Ice Cold Spear and Okota back.
Oh, real?
That's some heat.
Yeah.
That's some heat. Wait a minute.
That's heat.
And then you just set up to +5 and it didn't matter anyway. GG. 5-0.
Anyway.
Head smash, that Cloister fell over. Oh my god.
Apparently, I was less likely to land all 5 head smashes, according to Noah. But, I don't know. Scarf Coco was an issue to build for.
Yes. Coco has such a good speed tier plus electric terrain. It's a good mon.
It really is. But, yeah. I got lucky. Because if he had Ice Shard, I was really worried of getting outsped by Scarf Coco if I didn't get a +2, +3. And then I forgot my Sonic Berry went off, which just kind of which added insult to injury. No, because those two take on Scarf. Who was it? It was if you were Scarf or... I'm pretty sure it was if you were... Hold on. I'm sorry. I wish I pulled back thoughts. Scarf Cartana, Smart Strike, takes me down to like 22%. Sonic Berry puts me back up to +2.5, which would let me outspeed Coco anyway.
I should have brought a defensive Cartana.
Yikes.
Although my Solomon set was kind of heat.
Just bring Cartana.
Just
do it for the
Cartana. All right, hey Dubsy, what can you give me for Cartana?
Give me Celebi.
Hell no.
The rest of my team fits together too well. Listen.
I'll have
I don't know. I lure mans plus lure Pelipper for it.
Actually,
No.
Talonflame does too
For,
much
like,
stuff for my team.
Baited
Never mind.
T-Tar, because T-Tar kind of teaches a threat.
T-Tar is my
Yeah,
favorite.
my team
member of
fits
the team
together
right
too well. Like,
That's kind of how my team was. I didn't know what to get rid of, so I got rid of Swallow.
now. Done.
nice chance.
Well,
nice
I'm not allowing it.
Yeah, that's some
Bullshit.
baloney. Hold on.
Huh?
No.
I
No.
just, bro, literally more than half the league told me to not allow it.
Well, guess what? He's the one who wanted to just get rid of shit, so I
Okay,
gave him an
well,
offer.
I mean, if Jake really wants to quit the rest of the season, just have him forfeit the rest of the matches, like
no,
3-0
I'm not doing that.
or something.
Huh? That's not. No. That ain't cool.
I'm not allowing it. Because literally more than half the league told me to.
I mean, he was.
I was
willing to-
I was on the same boat. I'm like, that shit is
I
not
mean,
okay.
trust me, I can get it. It's an unfair.
Okay, JT,
trade.
stop.
But he was still willing to do it. I've been trying to get it, and then he stopped, and I'm like, okay, you know what? He's really pissed about this.
JT, we don't
So
care.
let me see what I want.
We're not letting
it's
that
not
slide.
allowed. So anyway, let's just show you played good, whatever. And you're finally fulfilling my power rankings,
Nice round robin theory.
bruh. It's working. What do you mean?
Oh my
It's gonna be
god.
working this week too.
It is gonna be working this week because I'm probably gonna be Jeff, and I'm gonna stay where I am.
Because I'm gonna be Dubsy.
No, you're gonna lose,
Feels
but
good, man.
you're not gonna drop because Dubsy's better than you.
I ain't losing.
Hey,
to
listen, I didn't say all of that. Okay,
I ain't losing
I
to
lose
Dubsy.
I lose to settlements. Okay, GG. Actually, I'll Feeny. Never mind.
I don't know if
Wait a second.
I have this poison EMZ salmon set ready.
Okay,
fuck.
go away.
Okay, let's move on to Destin.
He played pretty well.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the synopsis
Okay.
for Dustin every
Yeah.
week. He played pretty well, but he didn't do anything out of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of bringing the same team every week, like Bronzong. I guess he, brought Rotom for once, but he's bringing like Conkeldurr, Manaphy, and Zygarde like every week, and Bronzong, and
I mean, I bring a lot of the same mons, but I bring different stats.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I like the double toxic play. That was really smart.
He could.
Because toxicking literally anything,
doesn't punish anything.
toxicking
Like, he
anything
couldn't
on Nemo's
punish.
team is really good. Exactly true. Like
Mimo couldn't punish him. for
Mimo
sitting
literally couldn't do anything because nothing wants to take a toxic on his team.
I mean, Thief Slurpuff might.
Jesus.
there. Oh, my
Because then you
God.
get your leftovers recovery back.
But it's toxic.
So then you switch out.
Oh my god.
You
Anyway,
switch out after being
I think what Mimo had to do is he had to like.
I would have
If he
just
had-
sacked Uxie to toxic.
He had the memento to go.
Well, wait.
He would have to. Like,
Did you have Memento, Mimo?
Yeah, see Memento on Uxie.
Why didn't you go for
keep
Memento
out and then Z
and then Z Hypnosis?
That would have
He
saved your
Memento-
team.
Yeah.
I mean, probably would have.
Wait,
But he Memento the Manaphy after his tail glowed.
but no, but you would have won.
Yeah, you would have already been +1 speed.
Yeah, you
my
would've-
guy.
you
And
would've
would have just
won-
O-code everything.
I mean, if you hit the Hypnosis, you won.
Yeah, true. But he hit it, so
Yeah, theoretically you won.
yeah.
Because you were at 88% without the Toxic. Right? So, or like what? Was it 88?
I think so. I think it would have been like 88.
Why didn't you bring Drain Punch?
Yeah, 88
Oh my God,
88%.
that hurt. That hurt.
And anyway, hey, just
I mean, how much does Bended Zygarde do to it? Is it doing close to that?
Bandit Zygarde isn't doing 88. Conkeldurr, I think that does about 30. Maybe the
What
combination.
What are we talking about?
Does E-Speed and Mach Punch kill Zerk at 88%?
I mean,
Well, no,
he's-
hold on,
he's
hold on,
doing
hold on.
50.
Yeah, that's gonna kill. It's gotta.
Hold on.
How much?
I have a question. So, wait. So then he has 4 turns left.
Yes, it would have KO'd.
So wait, 3 okay, so 3 turns then. So he'll have to sack because with screens up, it just does he loses. So he'll have to sack Rotom, Heat, Manaphy. Well, no, he'll have to sack Rotom and Serena.
Yeah.
So and wait for Reflect to come down.
If Conk has its Guts boost, they guaranteed kill. If they don't, it's
No, but
two
it
rolls
can't
in
have his
Dustin's
Gus
favor.
boost turn 1. It can't.
Then,
if it's only in for
then
one
it's in
turn.
Dustin's favor to kill from 88. So
Interesting.
if the rules are
As long as
like,
Reflect was down.
goes way, he's good.
Okay. But still, he would have to sack both Rotom and Serena.
Yeah.
That's half his team gone. So it's a 2 for 3 trade, which I think isn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think that game should have been Mimos.
I agree.
If he played it properly.
I thought Mimo's prep was really good.
It was really good. Like the execution just wasn't there.
Yeah, I mean other than
You know what?
other than Thief, but
Thief was bad.
Thief was some hidden tech. Nobody was ready for it.
Didn't make that baseless assumption. The game would have been better, but I feel like the game was kind of better.
Yes, I agree. 100%. Always.
anyway, yeah.
Cartana on the block. Hold on.
Hold on.
Anyway, let's move on to me. So
Salazar was
I
on the
played
block, too.
garbage. Hold up. Let's move on to me. So I
All
played
right.
garbage, but like I
But
couldn't do
useful.
anything about it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I couldn't.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts out kind of bad. What were you? Scarface off?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Scarf Azof with U-turn and the 3 element punches.
It's a good set against your team. I need all of the
It
punches.
was actually a decent set against your team. Because Cheap Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Punch is most of your...
But he doesn't break with it. He can't break my low with any of the
Okay, it
punches.
beats Scissor and D-Knight, because I was afraid of you getting up with D-Knight. And my plan was to somehow kill Rose Raid, but you brought the Synthesis. I was like, oh my god, I think I
Yeah,
lose.
you thought I was gonna bring Leech Seed against the Mungus team?
I mean, no,
Good. Bad. It's okay.
I think I was like, he's probably gonna bring Synthesis. I don't know how the fuck to fucking. I don't know.
And it was an offensive Rosary too. It wasn't even defensive.
So the thing is about turn 13, which is what triggers me the most.
Hold on. Okay, look. I was already pretty like out of it by this point. Like I realized like, I have nothing for Rose Raid. So I was already out of it, okay? I predicted the HP Ice or Fire or whatever it was. Probably HP Ice.
It was fire.
It was Fire? Then I could have went into Gligar.
Ugh.
Why didn't you bring
Okay.
Ice?
Okay.
Cause I had stuff for Gligar.
But HP Ice HP Ice Rose Raid Oko's Gligar.
Yeah, but I had stuff for it. And what is Gligar doing to me?
Why bring HP Fire?
For Amoongus? Cause it can't touch me?
HP Ice is super effective against it too.
I don't know. I was tired when I prepped. Dude,
Okay,
it
then
worked.
if I knew that, then I could easily exploit that, and then I could have brought Gligar in easy, and like defog away. But anyway, so that's unfortunate, I guess.
I mean, either way, I was going Feeny every time on Gligar, and something was taking a Hydro Pump or an Ice Beam.
that's
Sure.
That's fair.
But Amoongus takes like 30, and then I
And
get
plus,
the
I think
regen
my
back.
Feeny was like, calm on. So.
But
Weren't
It's-
you clear, Smog?
I
No,
was
I
clear
was
smart.
Haze. My bad. I was Haze. My bad. Never mind. I was scared of your Haxorus, so I brought Haze.
Well, Haxorus
Nothing-
gets straight wall by Feeny. And it does nothing.
I mean,
it
not
like
really
Scizor.
poison
but more
jet.
Scizor.
Scizor.
That's poison
I have
jet.
nothing. Scizor just
I
bodies
thought-
it.
Okay, so listen. During prep, I'm like, if Haxorus gets Fire Punch plus Poison
It
Jab,
doesn't.
I think I just.
Okay.
But I didn't check, so I just assumed it got
But-
Fire Punch because it feels like a move that a Haxorus should get, but it doesn't. So,
You
so that's my fault.
Haxorus with
Huh?
a 148 special attack investment, and it almost OKOs it always.
Invest.
Listen,
This man just saying sweet hackstress.
Anyway, special.
I've read it
Hackstress.
before. It works.
Jesus, but Scizor was kind of screwing me up. Like I was gonna bring.
Oh yeah, then I double. Wait, so can we talk about my play where I brought in the scissor on like where it's kind of obvious, like.
Well, I
I
conditioned you.
U-turn,
I conditioned you because then I go for Ice Punch first.
No, you went for U-turn.
Or I went.
You kept U-turn.
Well, wait, did I reveal the Ice Punch?
No.
Oh, I U-turn, yeah. So yeah, you didn't know that I had Fire Punch, which is probably I probably would have had it. And then yeah, turn 24. I was like, ooh, easy. But yeah.
Oof, I'm done.
But turn 13 is where
I know
think he got cinched because you hit Power Fire there, Dubsy, which I guess you were trying to predict the Mungus to come in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why don't you stay in on a Rosary?
And here's my thing. I know you were saying that because I had Ice Punch and it was doing 91, but I was like, I forgot that I forgot Giga Drain healed. I was just like,
and so I was like, okay.
Well, I knew I left anything from uninvested, so I kind of figured that you were like defensive, just due to the nature of my team. So
I convinced to run offensive with like sub power punch. It could have worked.
It was sub power punch, yeah.
It could have worked because Ice Punch KO'd Dragon Knight and Rose Raid.
But yeah, I should have straight up went for...
Does +1 Ice Punch Oko through a multi-skill?
Yeah, it should.
I believe it does.
But yeah, so yeah, you're at 76%, and Ice Punch definitely would have Oko'd, and then this game actually would have been winnable for me.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, and that...
Did you forget that Giga Drain heals off a sub?
Yes.
Oh,
I did. Yeah, and that lost me the game.
Because I'm like, I Giga Drained the sub, and I'm back at full. And
I know. I should have Ice Punched right away. That was my bad.
Yeah, because then he would have been at 75, and you would have been dead.
Yep. And I would have had a much easier time. And then maybe Ditto might have done something, because you were just pivoting out between your defensive mons, and if I brought Roseray down, you would have to switch out Alomomola eventually, and then Ditto could actually be effective. Because Ditto actually did, in my mock game, Ditto actually did a ton of work, but my issue is that, well, TB kind of sacked Roserade pretty early, and then once Roserade was down, Ditto was actually really effective. But yeah.
And because Ditto ended up counter sweeping you.
Mm-hmm. And is counter sweeping against the D Knight, and
my prep for Ditto was the only thing that Okos me from Ditto was an Outrage, and I had Terrain from Feeny, which weakens Outrage, and then I would have just Z-flied you. So you never Oko me a +1 if I ever said Dragonite, because I knew about that.
Yeah,
but
you know, if you had like SD,
he can't Z-fly me though. Like Fly isn't gonna Oko me.
But he could have just clicked Fly, and it would have just burned your Z move.
Yeah. Because I would have seen the Fly. You're right. I would have seen the Fly, and it would have been a 50-50 whether you would have done it this turn or the next turn.
I had other stuff too, though.
Wait, did you have Outrage? Did you have
Outrage?
You did?
I think I did. Wait, let me check. Let me check my sets, because that was a while ago.
But yeah, the Rosa was causing me trouble, and it kind of like sticks with my team. And then the Rocky Helmet Alo is a really good bring. I enjoyed that. I mean, I didn't enjoy it.
The only things that bother me were physical, to be totally honest.
I know, and I actually thought, like, should I bring Special Azelf? But I was like, nah, like, HP Ice does way less than Ice Punch, and I was like, ugh. I'll run physical because Ice Punch, but yeah.
Oh yeah, then you try, and then I had to put on the timer, and I'm like, you're taking.
Well, I was like calcing everything, so I was like, okay, how do I win this game? Because I was like, I was calcing everything, bro. Like, but yeah.
Like I wasn't doing it to be asshole tired.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm always tired when I play. So
But yeah, there was a certain point where I just kind of threw, and I was like, I don't fucking care anymore. Yeah.
So
how
do we
bad
even
does
really need
Scissor
to talk
put
about the
so
top two
much
teams?
pressure on your team? Jesus Christ! And I just threw it away.
Scissor, it does. I had Rotom for it. I'm pretty sure it was physically bulky. Rotom for it. Yeah, and it was double status.
Oh, was it like T-Wave plus
No,
Willow, or is it
it was
Willow
Willow
plus
Toxic.
Oh, for Aloe, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, actually, Rotom might have like carried me the game after Roserade died.
They could have.
I wasn't letting Roserade die.
It
could have
Swampert.
died.
If I didn't misplay with Swampert, it was gone.
Yeah. Very easily, you could have ended up losing it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, theoretically, if I Ice Punch right away, and instead of me being a dumbass and subbing, yeah, Rotom kind of won. I mean, it didn't straight up win, but it definitely like was very. It definitely would have traded positively.
I still like my terrain. Like, I tried to keep terrain up most of the game, but if I saw that your road was trying to status everything, then I would have just kept my. If one thing got toxic, then nothing else was getting toxic. Like, that's how I play with my Feeny. So.
Yeah. And I knew you were gonna play like that, but I also had Volt Switch was doing a decent amount, and then
To Aloe, yeah.
Well, and to Feeny if you were switching into a toxic, but yeah, I actually debated Lumberry Rotom, afraid of the I toxic you, do you toxic me. I don't think it was Lumberry, but I thought about it. But yeah, that definitely would have been a much different game if I didn't heavily misplay with that Swampert. That just lost me the game.
I honestly think I cleaned up with Dragonite. Like,
I had Ditto.
There's potential to, but there's Ditto. There was Scarface off, and there's a couple other models.
Yeah, and if you set up, because you would take a turn to set up. There actually, if you don't have terrain up, like. And of course, you could definitely switch into Feeny, but like, I don't think you get a free win with D-Knight.
Well, my Feeny hardwall my, so that's another way I built too. So
wait, your Feeny hardwall Ditto?
No, my D-Knight.
Oh,
like I built my Feeny to hardwall my own.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it would have been, and then I had Rotom to chip away the Feeny and. And who knows, I might have flied.
Do we need to talk about the last two teams?
I mean, we can just briefly go over them.
Yeah, they're both 4-0, I think.
Oh, wait, we didn't go... Yeah, we kind of went over Dubsy. I was mainly talking about me, but yeah, Dubsy...
I mean, it was both counter-argumentative for both of you guys' sides, so...
Yeah, and Okay, just looking at my team, like, my team just does nothing. Like, I'm just gonna take the L. I think you're definitely one of the, like, worst matchups, like, team-wise against me.
Feels bad, because you couldn't, like, both your Zemo, like, my Aloe Heartwall, your Weavile.
I know.
Like, your Weavile doesn't do anything. Heatran, if you brought, Power Up Solar Beam, it could have broke through one of my waters. But,
I thought about Power Up Solar Beam, but I was just like... like, if you were specially invested, I don't think it killed. I'm pretty sure I calculated.
It didn't kill Feeny.
Yeah.
And then, like, I would have used Feeny to just got fast back into it. Because you can't Oko Aloe Heatran. So.
Yeah. But then again, Feeny can't recover. So,
I know, that's why I would wish pass back into it.
Yeah, but Solar Beam kills Aloe, right?
Not a regular one. It does a lot, but it wish passes and then it so.
Wait, JT, I don't have Z-Tran.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
Yeah, no.
I have Hacks. Hacks Weave.
Never mind.
Haxorus and Weavile.
Yeah.
And
I mean that'd be heat set. I'll think about it.
Z Weavile didn't do anything to my team.
I mean, I can't. If
Poison.
See, I thought it was.
In theory, did some stuff.
I mean, I
You would have just had to find
I didn't
fire
like the
coverage.
Haxorus because Scizor, like,
Incinerate,
It has to get something
Haxorus,
for.
huh?
Incinerate, or Hidden Power Fire are the two things I asked for Scizor.
Yeah.
I like.
Even Fire Fang would be good if it got it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't.
No, if it had Fire Fang, like Hax was coming, but like, nah, I couldn't touch Scizor, and Bandit Scizor was doing a crap ton to me, so I was just like, nah, I'm not dealing with this.
And then Haxorus has like base 60 special attack.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
should have gotten more creative. I literally didn't know what to do, so I was just trying to poke away, and man, you just can't poke. Like,
Max HP, 28 defense, 124 special attack, Rocky Helmet, Incinerate, Haxorus.
Ew, stop it.
So-
Stop it. Stop.
anyway, let's move
That's
on to the last two
making me
teams real
barf.
quick.
My Aloe just sits in front of stuff though, so that's.
I know, Alo's stupid. Junior played really well. I love that Mew set. The Taunt Mew, bodied. I love that set. God, Junior is literally the best Mew user I've ever seen. He brings the most optimal Mew set like every week, and it astounds me. Oh my god. And he's using SCAV really well.
I've never seen a good SCAV in
Same.
League format.
Like, Junior is using a lot of mons that I don't like in Mew and SCAV, and he's using them really well.
Because he kind of bopped Charlie, like.
Yeah, he really did. Harley just it was
Like, it wasn't. Like, he's not a 6-0 coach, but, like, you get bopped. It's like.
Yeah, he's not a free win, but it made it look like that. Harley. Yeah, please use Marowak better. Great, it's not the best Pokemon, but God, that Rockhead Flame or Flare Blitz like bodies everything, and I'm pretty sure Oko's everything on Junior's team.
Flare Blitz?
Yeah.
It didn't Oko.
Or it
Does
didn't.
Oko Nape? I know it doesn't kill Hippowdon.
Well, it killed Hippo at the range. He was.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it kills Nape from full, so.
It would definitely be close, but yeah, that.
But doesn't it get, like, EQ? And doesn't Shadow Bone kill it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Like, it has coverage
Well,
for
yeah,
everything.
yeah. But I'm just saying, if he brought the Flare Blitz, he could have killed the Hippo, and then. I mean, granted, the Hippo like died next turn, so it didn't really matter. But
Anyway, yeah.
I don't know, I just see. Hold on. With,
anyway, back to Junior.
with you. Sorry, I'm blanking out on
Junior's
Junior.
playing out of his mind, though.
I mean,
Junior's
he's been
fine.
playing well since like he kind of dipped a little bit last season, but I think that's because it's kind of like the case with Jeff. Like because last season he had Necrozma, Latios, and Aerodactyl. That was his whole team, and he had like Crawdaunt and
Crawdon is a good mon.
yeah, but that's it, and like Embor.
Yeah, Shadow Bone Oko is in front of him.
Those are like the only mons he had.
Yeah.
And people kind of figured out how to beat those mons. And he was using the Crossma like he's using Mew now, like really different sets like every week. But
And they all worked.
and they all like worked until like mid-season where people kind of figuring him out. But now since he actually has like a good, decent
Like
to
a
good team,
diverse team.
yeah, a really diverse and like on paper not a terrible team. Like definitely at least.
Like, look at like Zapdos and Mew just by themselves do like 8 different.
Like Zapdos, Mew, and then you've got a really good offensive core with Nape and Gengar. So anyway, like team wise, miles
And
better
Zoroark.
than last season. So I am
He uses
not.
Zoroark
Yeah,
really
he's
well.
using Zoroark really well.
Man, I love that Zorg just guys his ass cat this game.
Yeah, but yeah, the way he's using just his new team, and I kind of predicted like subconsciously, like bruh, like Junior's about to body us all because he's actually got a good team. Because because last season he was botting. He was like number 1 in the PR for like the first like 5 weeks last season.
And then comes in Justin raining on his parade.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see in the finals.
Nice finals. Feels bad, man. When everybody else is fighting for third.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, Junior's playing great. I don't see him losing.
Yeah.
Against anyone. Like maybe Dubsy. Maybe.
No. Nah.
Maybe. I could see him having trouble with Destin. Like, man, if he does a lot to his team, especially at Z-Rain.
I'd have to not misplay at all, to have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, if Carlos gets his act together, maybe. But I legitimately think both him and Justin straight up
If Carlos gets his shit together, he's gonna be scary.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, he's got the P2 Glide score, which is my favorite defensive core ever. But yeah.
Then he got the grassy terrain recovery for P2.
Yeah.
Passive. For
and he has grassy terrain for Darmanitan.
Yeah, if he gets his act together,
and Raikou.
He could. It's a semi-scary team. I don't like the offense, but it's okay.
Darm doesn't get Oko by Earthquake though with grassy terrain. That's nuts.
It's a different kind of offense.
Anyway,
I enjoy it.
To Justin.
It's not set up and go.
Justin to Justin.
Okay, can we not talk about Justin? He just got Chanty, and I'm upset.
Huh?
Okay, you give this man Chanty, but you ain't giving me Salasila.
Huh? Well, I know that Jake. I mean, I know that TVB has a decent reason behind it. Jake's just straight up throwing.
Okay.
And? I mean TVB.
Name on Discord, bruh.
Okay, and?
TVB left. Just realized.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have left too. You've been on the same team for about 30 minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, we're on Justin now. We're on the last team.
Almost 2 hour long video.
He said I gotta dip. Justin and Junior are just the normal stuff.
I'm sorry. We like talking about him. Anyway, Justin's gonna win the league.
No.
Yeah. No, that's Junior. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
It's
picking
gonna
up Salasila, and I'm doing it.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes.
No, you're not. I disallowed it.
I will get my hands on Salasila. Just watch.
Okay. If you get rid of, I'll allow it. If you get rid of I don't know. I think I'm just gonna cut off Jake's transactions.
Okay. No, you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
You might as well just kick him then. Because...
But then that messes up the schedule.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to do that.
then they'll just cut off his transactions because he's tilted beyond belief and he started playing right now.
I think he should put a limit on them for a couple weeks until he untilts.
Which
that's what I think.
The trade deadline is week 9.
Yeah, and I put that trade in before week 9, which means I should get it.
And
he's gonna regret trading
Justin played well. Good job, Justin. You're number 1. Your team's stupid.
Justin.
Fat. It's super fat.
And you just got Chansey.
Everything.
He's got Chansey and is good. Anyway.
Bring knockoff against Justin. By the way, everybody bring knockoff.
I got this plan for Hank.
Yo, Mimo, do you have the pick'ems?
You'd be justified.
Yeah, sadly.
Do you have the pick'ems?
No, I do not. Sadly.
I got a plan for Hank to take down Justin.
Do you have
whenever he plays him.
Wait, what are we talking about? Week 4 or 5?
Week 2. I'm catching myself up tonight.
Okay, have week 5 ready by next week.
See, the thing is...
It doesn't take that long.
The thing is...
You're missing your job, my dude.
I'll do my best.
Alright, so I guess that's good. Yeah. Alright. Mimo.
That's the power rankings.
Hey, all right, peace.